The Asus VivoBook E403SA has a sleek, brushed aluminum lid that looks like it belongs on a notebook that costs twice as much. The laptop's keyboard deck may look like it's made of the same material, but it's composed of a metal-looking plastic, which did a fine job of supporting my wrists. Two small tabs that protrude from the back of the hinge may look peculiar, but they stop the lid from scratching against flat surfaces. Asus gave the VivoBook E403SA plenty of ports for a budget machine, including one that's a rarity at this price. On the left side of the notebook, you'll find its HDMI, USB 3.0 and USB Type-C ports, along with the headphone jack. A security lock slot, a USB 2.0 port and an SD memory reader sit on the laptop's right side. The VivoBook E403SA's 14-inch, 1920 by 1080 display isn't the brightest or most accurate on the market, but it looks fantastic when you consider the laptop's price. Very few sub-$600 laptops have full HD screens, while many have low-res 1366 by 768 panels. By giving users 30% more pixels, a 1080p screen shows a paragraph or two of additional text on web pages, or documents, and allows you to stack two nearly full-width windows side by side. The VivoBook E403SA's keyboard provides a solid typing experience, without any of the annoying flex we often find on budget laptops. The keys provide a slightly low 1.4mm of travel, 1.5 to 2mm is typical, and could be snappier, but typing was comfortable overall. On the 10fastfingers.com test, I clicked my way to 69 words per minute, which is about 15% below my typical 80 WPM. The layout of the keys took a minute to get used to, as the bottom right section's shift key is shrunken and its arrow keys are higher up than I'm used to. Asus boasts that the VivoBook features Sonic Master enhanced audio, but I found the sound unimpressive and muddied until I changed one of its presets. Out of the box, the laptop produced enough volume to fill a medium-sized living room with a mediocre version of Designer's Panda, rendering its bass softly and muffling vocals. The VivoBook E403SA packs enough performance under the hood for solid multitasking. Asus armed the only configuration of this notebook with an Intel Pentium N3700 processor, 4GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. But I saw no lag during my testing. When I split the screen between a streaming video and a dozen Chrome tabs, including a Google Doc, Spotify and TweetDeck, I jumped back and forth between tabs and typed segments of this review without encountering any stutter or delay. Armed solely with integrated Intel HD graphics, the VivoBook can only run casual games such as the pre-installed Candy Crush Soda Saga and stream video from services such as Netflix. The laptop scored 26,224 on the Trademark Ice Storm Unlimited Gaming benchmark, which beats the Inspiron 3000, 24,777, but is below the Asus F555L, 46,285, IdeaPad 300S, 52,840, Satellite Radius 14, 51,738, and Category Average, 54,960. The Asus VivoBook E403SA stays cool up top, but you'll feel some warmth if you use it in your lap. After we streamed 15 minutes of full-screen HD video and a notebook, our heat gun registered a hot temperature of 104 degrees Fahrenheit on the laptop's underside. The touchpad, 79 degrees, and keyboard, 84 degrees, did not breach our 95-degree comfort threshold. If you carry the VivoBook E403SA around, you can likely leave your charger at home. Asus laptop lasted a full 9 hours and 2 minutes on the laptop mag battery test, which involves continuous web surfing over Wi-Fi. The Asus F555L, 544, Inspiron 3000, 633, IdeaPad 300S, 625, and Satellite Radius 14, 622, all died much more quickly. Asus has given the notebook a few proprietary utilities, only some of which are useful. The Asus Splendid Technology display adjustment application includes an eye-care setting to adjust the panel to emit warmer colors that may help some people sleep easier, but its vivid and true-to-life video clarity settings did not produce notable improvements. Asus WinFlash gives users an interface to update the BIOS. An on-screen display lets you enable and disable visual cues for when modes are changed. The only configuration of the VivoBook costs $399 and packs an Intel Pentium N3700 processor, 4 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. Unlike a lot of 14-inch budget Windows 10 machines, the Asus VivoBook E403SA packs a Full HD 1920 by 1080 display, a premium lightweight chassis and a battery that lasts more than a full workday. The only strikes against the system are an underside that runs a little hot and speakers that require adjustment for the best sound. If you want more performance in this price range, you're going to have to pay for it, as the Core i5-powered IdeaPad 300S costs $131 more, and offers much less battery life. The 15.6-inch Asus F555 Law gives you a bigger screen and costs $25 less, but it weighs a lot more, has some keyboard flex and offers less endurance. Overall, the VivoBook E403SA is one of the best laptop values on the market and a great choice for anyone who's on a budget.